War Machine's out, looks pretty good. Let's take a look. Hi everyone, welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Comic Book Origins War Machine. This is $375 and it has been announced basically through Hot Toys official Instagram and Facebook that it's out now in Hong Kong. So it should be hitting Sideshow within the next few weeks or months. So my initial thoughts on these, just to preface this, my collecting is rooted in my love of movies. My love of movies, films and TV shows. I am a comic book fan. I have multiple graphic novels. I've read different graphic novels and comics. I have Marvel Unlimited, but I'm not an expert. Okay, I'm not one of these. I don't claim to be a comic book source material expert. I typically will watch a movie that I love, and then I will read that the director has quoted, comic book XYZ as direct influences from that movie, and because I respect that movie so much, I want to go back to the source material and pay respect to the source material and read it, and kind of decide what bits the director kept in and what they chose to leave out, and how they approached the process. Did they directly lift a panel from the comic book and put it on the screen, or did they realize, okay, that's not going to work as a direct lift, and they made little tweaks and changes which either paid off or didn't pay off. So this, to me, initially I was kind of looking and it's kind of like, yeah, it's definitely not for me, and it probably still isn't for me, but I actually think the final product is more interesting than the original promotional images. Not sure about, does that make sense? But this, I was reading the little blurb that they put up on their Instagram and on their Facebook, and it said that this first appeared in Iron Man 118. Now, Iron Man 118, the cover has a picture of Tony Stark basically falling out of a plane, kind of trying to grab the briefcase, because he used to walk around with the briefcase with the Iron Man suit in it. Ridiculous but brilliant. And as if he was trying to basically get dressed into the suit as he fell and had to put it on, and then so he'd be able to fly and stuff like that. Kind of like, not unlike the Avengers scene where he jumps out and the Mark 7 kind of suits him up. Not necessarily the same, but kind of a different play on it. But it said that this guy's first appearance was in Iron Man 118. And I flicked through it today and I could not see this guy in Iron Man 118. I think Rhodey was there, but maybe they're saying Colonel James Rhodes is War Machine and that was his first appearance. If you could let me know in the comment section down below, that would be great. But yeah, I couldn't find War Machine, but I could find Rhodey in issue 118. But maybe that's what they're implying. Let's take a look at some of these. Now, I am a War Machine fan. I have three. I've got the Mark 1, I've got the Mark 4 from Infinity War with the digital camo, and I've got the Iron Patriot. I mean, that's a lot. No one needs three. I mean, I know there's people out there who've like every single Iron Man, every single. I don't particularly need three, but I just want them. My logic for that was basically, I love the Mark 4, and it's probably my favorite War Machine. I used to pair that with my Mark 6, and then I just look at that War Machine a bit too much. I was like, God, it'd be really nice to pair the Mark 6 with the War Machine, because that'd be more screen accurate. And I gotta say, they pair so much better together. I suppose it's pretty obvious pairing the Mark 4 from Infinity War with the Mark 6 from Iron Man 2 doesn't necessarily make sense, but they still look so good together. But yeah, the War Machine Mark 1 pairs so much better with the Mark 6 because it's more screen accurate. And I gotta say that War Machine Mark 1 has grown on me even more, and they're kind of neck and neck. I still think the Mark 4 War Machine with the digital camo and that kind of compromised look between, it still has the bulk, but it's a bit leaner than the Mark 1. Anyway, I'm going off topic. So this here, to me, if you remember, they did the Comic Book Origins Iron Man, the typical red and gold one with a different swap of faceplates, and had the acrylic parts, that caused a bit of controversy because it was based on, I think, what was it, an Alex Ross version of the comic books where it had like a force field or something like that, so the acrylics were supposed to represent that, but people kind of didn't want it with the acrylics and stuff. I thought that set looked beautiful, and I have to say I was very, very tempted just to give that nod to the origin. Let's face it, all these characters we know and love that are on TV and film now, they came from someone's brain, and then that person wrote or put pen to paper and just started sketching, and now it's like this multi-billion-dollar machine or whatever, so I'm pretty sure that the molds for that were used for this and the Stealth Iron Man, because there's three comic book origin Iron Man available at the moment, the typical red and gold one with the acrylic parts, there's this War Machine, and then there's the kind of a blue Stealth Iron Man, which is also released today. So taking a flick through this, War Machine's just cool. Just the kind of different shades of grey there and silver. Obviously the light up eyes and chest piece. I think that little thing, the little targeting thing, I don't know what that thing on the right of his head is. That like a laser target or something like that? I love the big Gatling gun and the rocket launchers here. Pretty damn cool. And it actually, you know, I have seen pictures of this guy as well from the comics, and it does look very, very, very like, I think they've done a good job. It's funny though, it's like, when I think of the War Machine Mark 1, what I love about it is it's big, it's chunky, it's literally that like guy in a, you know, like a mech suit. It's like it's a guy wearing a walking tank. That's what it is. And it's very like, it's not organic, it's machine. Whereas this, the body looks very organic, again, because that's the way a lot of the original Iron Man and War Machine were drawn. But then obviously the parts look like they've been taken from more of a movie, if that makes sense. I still think it looks pretty cool though. But I think this is one for the die-hard comic book fans. And I can see why they'd be very excited about this. I have to say though, given a choice over this or the War Machine Mark 1 from Iron Man 2, I'm going to pick the War Machine Mark 1 from Iron Man 2 every day of the week. But again, that's because my collecting is rooted in my love of film and television, whereas if someone else is watching here and they're diehard comic book fans, this might mop the floor with the Mark 1 from Iron Man 2. So this is, yeah, 375. It's actually, I believe, just quick check. Yeah, it's joined the waitlist. Yeah, it's on the waitlist. The waitlist isn't full by the looks of things. Just want to check that for you. This is on Sideshow. Waitlist is open but not full. So this, you know, if you are in the States or if you buy from Sideshow and you're considering it, maybe just hop on the waitlist. At least if your waitlist converts, you'll have an option. You'd rather have it than not need it than need it and not have it. And then to the left here, or to this guy's right, should I say even, this is the Stealth Iron Man with the kind of more interesting red chest reactor there. I really hope, I'm pretty sure that thing on the side of War Machine's head lights up. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm expecting my first two fusion reactors to actually light up the Mark 6 and the Mark 1 War Machine, so I'm really excited about that and seeing how they're going to work, and if I can, you know, if they work properly first of all, if they're bright enough, how to turn them on and off. I think they come with an app or something like that, and if I can hide the wires. So I'm really, really interested now. I'm looking at all my light up, my figures with light up parts differently now, going, I get an arc reactor for few and few and few. So yeah, look, that's it. That looks pretty cool. It's a very, very cool shot. So yeah, look, it's not for me, but I do quite like this. I actually like this now, these release blogger photos, a lot more than the promotional images. I gotta say, I think this one just turned out more interesting in the real product for some reason than the photos I saw for the promotional images. Maybe that's just maybe it was just the photos. Yeah, so look, that's it. That's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this one up or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.